We continue to inform you about the events on the front line of the Russian-Ukrainian war. Before we begin, friends, don't forget to like this video in support of the Ukrainian people who are fighting for their freedom. Near Svatov, the Russian occupiers have amassed about 30 tanks and are trying to make breakthroughs to stretch the Ukrainian defense. At the same time, near Kupiansk, their attempts to advance on Sinkivka were stopped. And near Soledar, a Russian tank exploded on its own mine. The occupier tried to move to a firing position, but did not have time to fight. First he exploded on his own mine, and then he was killed by the Ukrainian Armed Forces with an accurate shot from the 2S-3 Acacia self-propelled artillery system. The Russian army is clinging to the railroad near Kurdyumivka and Andriivka, as well as Ozaryanivka. The logic of their actions is rather strange, because the railroad is not a bridgehead to anything. The heights from which the Ukrainian army controls the route to Horlivka have long been under its fire control. In order to drive the Ukrainian defenders from these heights, new occupants are constantly being sent to Klishchiyivka. A part of Horlivka is also in the area of fire. It is still difficult near Bakhmut, but Russian losses there are significant. Now the main thing is to press the southern flank, and there the Russian Federation has significant losses in terms of equipment. In the south of Ukraine, preconditions are being formed for the collapse of the front and an advance into the northern Azov Sea. Military analyst Petro Chernyk explained that the Ukrainian Armed Forces are already making progress on the contact line. According to the expert, this will happen in mid-fall. At the same time, Russia continues to advance in the east, and the offensive around Bakhmut has stalled. There is a possibility that the Ukrainian Armed Forces will begin to withdraw near this city. Zaporizhzhia direction. The scale of the lines of fortifications of the Russian army, which are now under the control of the armed forces of Ukraine in the area of Robotyno. The Ukrainian army is now expanding its bridgehead on the Zaporizhzhia front to reach the railroad between Chernyhivka and Tokmak. Even the city itself is not as important as cutting the railroad. It is a key part of the Russian land corridor. For Ukraine, the main goal now is Chernyhivka, which is a railroad junction. This will allow us to bleed out the Russian troops in Tokmak. As soon as the Ukrainian army cuts off the enemy's land corridor, Tokmak, Enohoda, Novokakhovka, and Oleshki will be surrounded. The Russians will have to make a decision to liberate them. The most interesting thing will begin in a week. Kinburn-Spit. The presence and advancement of the Ukrainian armed forces in this area of the front line has been recorded. So far, no one has commented on this, only the Russian Federation has published a video. Recently, Ukraine has been conducting this type of operation quite often, so we are waiting for more interesting news. In the video you are watching, the DIU soldiers destroyed the Russian Avonpost complex using a drone. Such complexes are used by the aggressor to control the border, the territory of important facilities and for reconnaissance. The system's optics allow it to recognize a person at a distance of up to 10 kilometers during the day, and up to 4 kilometers at night. The observation post is equipped with an autonomous power supply system, a radar, a communication repeater, and a server for recording data. This complex used to interfere with the Ukrainian defense forces in the northern sector, but not anymore. Thank you for watching. Please like and share this video.